My name is Bejarano. I am a consumer. I've been a consumer at 30 is when I was first diagnosed. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm hoping that people will listen and understand that there is hope for clients that are consumers with mental health. The best way I could describe it is I was told at one time that because of the severity of my mental health at the time, I should be lucky to be on SSI, and I should be more than lucky to be able to be on subsidized housing, and that would be pretty much the end of it. For me to try to want more is really asking too much, that medication would be all that I could do, and I should always try my best and be happy. The reason I'm doing this right now is to let you know that that was a stigma. I had a doctor who I met, a therapist that to this day I have a special fondness for, because he was the first person that ever listened to me and listened to my story of what led to my mental health symptoms. He taught me there's 4 different methods that can help you get there. Once he explained that to me, the one thing he told me that stayed with me is he told me there is hope. You can change. Things can get better. But it would take a process of listening to somebody like him who was going to be positive and help me how to learn how to make changes, how to grow beyond what I was told, and how to start having hope. Once he taught me about myself and the things that I can change, he expressed to me about medications, how the medications work, and what to look for. 6 months after the medication, the simplest way I could tell you is I wanted to call him and give him a hickey on the neck. Because the only thing I could think of is to myself is, wow, this is what normal is like. Because for the first time in my life, and this wasn't until I was 30, I was using cognitive thinking. When I was contemplating suicide, I thought about the effects it would cause in the long run, the people that it would hurt, and the things that would cut myself short of. So in other words, this doctor gave me hope in knowing that I could start accomplishing things. Because of him, I got my first job that I was actually able to keep past 60 days, which most of them I didn't because of anger issues, not understanding the voices telling me different. Once he taught me how to let go of the voices and understand that they're not the ones that have power over me, I do, and how I could change that. He allowed me to read certain books that taught me about cognitive thinking, cognitive behavior, which then allowed the changes. Now, I could tell you, proudly, I could tell you, I've been working for over 23 years. Now I teach other people how to get employed. I teach them how to work with services. I've worked with the Youth Act. I've worked with people with a dual diagnosis, drug and alcohol issues. The last thing I will also tell you is I'm also an ex-federal prisoner. I've been in prison, been in jail, spent homeless since I was 13 years old. I went through a lot of struggles, which were all components that added to my mental health. The best thing I tell you, because somebody was willing to share that was an added to my mental health, it allowed me to be able to see it was more than just me being broken. He allowed me to not look at my disabilities, but instead look at my abilities, the skills that I was able to give and how I could teach, rather than to hide from it. Because of that, I've been able to be open about my mental health, but because of that also, when I talk to clients, I'm able to relate with them. I'm able to help them understand there is light beyond that darkness. Things can change. Your struggles that you're having, a majority of them really is most people have. It's not only because of your mental health. A lot of it really is just life in general. But to be able to help them to understand that and to be able to make changes so that it can change, to me, unmeasurable. So that's why I'm doing this, in hope that people could see that, like me, there is hope. There's things that can be changed. There are things that can help you to be productive. I'm able to give back. I've already now bought my second home. I've already had 14 different cars that I've been able to fix up and paint and customize and be able to sell to other people. Things I was told I would never ever have. And understand, I didn't get out of the prison system until I was 30, because I was told different in the beginning. I didn't know how to get out of that. Once I did, I I got to start working on who I truly was, which they allowed me to see that I was a kind person, a good person, a person who really cares about people and loves the people that I work with. When I see clients, I don't see people with disabilities. I see people who are just not taught different, who can learn, who can develop skills beyond measure and trust. My job is not for them to reach my goals, but to reach beyond what I've done. And I've seen it happen. I've seen people become teachers. I've seen people go back to school, become scholars. I've seen it done way beyond what I've accomplished. And to me, that's my hopes, is to be able to reach more so that people will understand, let go of the stigma. Trust in a person. Believe in them. Give them hope also. Not that all will follow, but to me is if 1 out of 10 follows, that's 1 out of 10 now contributing back to society. That person then now can also teach somebody else to do the same thing. So now instead of saying that I'm the only teacher, now there's going to be 1 other teacher out of that every 10. And to me it's now, if 1 year I serve 600, that's 6 other people that are going to be teaching other people. That's now 60 people that are going to be able to teach. And then that's how it's going to keep spreading. And so that means less people are going to have to be dependent on our state or county. They're going to be able to be contributors and be able to give back so that other people could also start reaching their goals and their potentials and maybe start lowering what's in the hospitals. Stop lowering what's having to be homeless and be on the streets. And like I said before, which I don't know if you heard me, but at 13, I was homeless. I've lived in the street. I know what hunger is like. I know what it's like to starve. I have not been homeless or hungry in over 23 years, and I could never ask for more. So please contribute, help. Thank you.